time I did another mag video, and this time we're going to be looking at some fashion frame that I have been using for a while now, maybe about 2 months, as well as a new ephemera that is now available thanks to Christmas. Here we are in my orbiter, or at least the capture scene that is my orbiter with mag, and as you can see, we have a new ephemera in the form of the FROSTFALL ephemera. It is a snow-based ephemera like so, as you can see, with the cloud here and also a bit of snow falling down. One of the great things I like about this ephemera is that the snow particle effects do also respect any geometry that they may have hit. I think that's actually really cool. I kind of expected it to just, clip through everything, but no, DE have actually put in the effort to make it so that the snow integrates really well with your WarFrame. So let's have a look at the colors that I am using for my mag. So here is my mag fashion frame. We're going to start off with the helmet. Of course, I am using the mag Orbit helmet. That is one of the Tenogen helmets. I'm of course using the mag Numa skin, also known as mag Deluxe. Naturally, I'm always using Noble attachment animation set. Now, the colors that I'm using are always from either the smoke colors or the classic saturated palette. I tend to like these colors the most. So in terms of the black, it is just going to be smoke color black. That is of course going to cover all of this. In terms of the secondary, it's going to be this dark blue from the classic saturated palette. Remember, it affects all of this. Keep in mind when it comes to the sort of flap in the front of mag, that's actually affected by both the primary and secondary, and it seems like the lightest color that you choose from either of them will be the one that affects it. So for example, if I turn blue, that'll go blue. But if I turn this one also blue, or white for example, it would also go white. So basically whichever is the lightest color, that's how that particular thing works. In terms of the tertiary, I've gone for gold. Now you may be thinking, okay, don't you normally go gold on the accents? No, and the very reason is because gold at the moment affects all of this, obviously, whereas the accents affects all of this. And the main problem that I have with that is that gold on the helmet, on the Orbit helmet, is a little bit unfortunate. I don't like the way it looks like that, so I've decided to not do that instead. In terms of the emissive, we're going for a gold into teal, and that's really just going to affect any sort of little lights, particularly around the hand. So the gold is going to affect the main part of the light, whereas the teal is mainly just going to affect the sort of outer rim of that light. So that's basically how that works. In terms of energy, I'm going for a teal into green. That's really just going to affect some of the energy colors that I have, mainly for my abilities in particular, but also sometimes some of the effects are also affected as well. Now in terms of the attachments, we're using the Deck Raksaka chest guard. Now I believe this is actually an anniversary chest guard, so that's going to be really good. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is an anniversary chest guard, so definitely if you have that after playing for a while, actually if you've been playing recently, you probably would have gotten the Dex Raksaka chest guard. Really hard to say that. I'm also using the Fractor shoulder guards for both the left shoulder and the right shoulder. Of course, this is coming from Nightwave the Glassmaker, so as long as you've completed enough of the Glassmaker, you will have access to that. I am also using the Navarre Prime legs, which are these flaps on the bottom left. I don't quite remember which Prime access they come from, but suffice to say, the legs, there are a lot of really good options to use for your own purposes if you decide. I think Targus Prime is also a really good option. I think Sprit Sail is also pretty good as well. I also like the Riv Elite leg guard, which I think is a Lunaro pad. I don't quite remember where to get that. Essentially, there are a lot of options, but for me, I'm going to choose to use the Navarre Prime legs. And finally, like I said, we have the FROSTFALL ephemera, which is of course the new one that came in the mail if you logged in during the Christmas period. And that's pretty much it. In terms of the Cyandana, I am of course using the Isabeau Cyandana. In terms of the Cyandanas that I like to use, it's either full-fledged capes or wings. And in this case, I'm just going to go with Isabeau Cyandana. I used to use Jotunheim. It did seem a little bit bulky in the end, so I decided to just stick with Isabeau. I do like Isabeau Prime, and if you want to get Isabeau Prime, you basically need to have Equinox Prime access, and that's basically it. So that's pretty much it. There it is. There's my fashion frame as well as the new FROSTFALL ephemera. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Is the FROSTFALL ephemera something that you're using? I assume maybe Frost players will be using it a lot, but I think that's a little bit stereotypical. I think this ephemera just works really well with everyone. Keep in mind you also get a frosted look on your WarFrame as well, so that's really cool. So otherwise, hope you guys enjoy this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more WarFrame content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.